Right now, new details on what may have led to the resignation of a Sun Prairie principal, the claims the school district is making.
Also, 6 years after a deadly explosion in Sun Prairie, the fate of that location still hangs in the balance.
And we're following an increase in package thefts this holiday season. How to protect your valuables from would-be thieves. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Thank you for joining us. Eric has the night off. First at 5. We have an update to a story we first brought you last month. The Sun Prairie School Board says the reason former East High Principal Renee Coleman resigned was due to an investigation into alleged misconduct.
Our Ellie LaLiberte joins us now to break down that investigation. Ellie, what can you tell us?
Well, this release details the findings of that investigation. It looks into complaints made about Coleman's actions during a staff event and comments she allegedly made to other district employees. The district claims on August 27th, Coleman made inappropriate comments about the district superintendent and allegedly used a derogatory word to describe people with disabilities when talking about students performing a dance routine. Coleman also allegedly made claims about an employee's hygiene. The document also claims Coleman said she could not be fired because of her race. During the investigation, the district also got another complaint accusing Coleman of allegedly repeatedly misgendering an employee over the course of last school year. The school board claims Coleman gave false statements during the investigation into both complaints, saying, quote, while we did not initially intend to share this information publicly, this can no longer be avoided based on Ms. Coleman's actions. Continuing that, former school board member Alwyn Foster's abrupt resignation was another reason for the release, saying, quote, given Mr. Foster's assertion of mishandling this matter, and after grappling with this decision, the SPASD believes it must provide additional context to our community. Coleman had held the role of East High principal since 2021. She resigned in late October. The district says this is the last public comment they will make on the matter. They'll release public records as soon as possible. I've also reached out to both Foster and Coleman for comment, but have not yet heard back.
Ellie, thank you. A judge has declared a mistrial in the case of an Oregon swim teacher accused of sexual misconduct of a child. The 70-year-old James Miker is charged with 3 charges of second-degree sexual assault following accusations of groping 2 children during swim classes in 2022. The criminal complaint alleges the Oregon community pool director knew about the incidents but delayed action due to staffing shortages. This morning, the jury was deadlocked, leading to a mistrial. Now a new jury must be seated for a new trial. The status conference for those next steps is scheduled for the 16th of next month.
And 2 teens are being investigated by police after officers say they've made terroristic threats against Stoughton High School. A 14-year-old and a 15-year-old are accused of posting threats on social media a little over a week ago that, quote, intentionally caused public fear and panic. Police say they received a tip through the Speak Up, Speak Out anonymous tip line. And the sheriff's office in Lafayette County says there is no legitimate threat to any schools in the area. This after receiving a tip about a social media post referencing a possible school shooting. The DOJ told the sheriff's office about the tip early this morning, saying it was made in rural Lafayette County. Darlington police made contact with the child who allegedly made the post and determined there was no legitimate threat.
A person is dead after a fire in Whitewater. Yesterday, the Whitewater Fire Department and EMS responded to a call on Ventura Lane just after noon. Household items were burned, but most of the fire was out before first responders arrived. However, one person was found dead in the home. The case is under investigation to determine the cause of the fire and the cause of death.
Well, let's get a look at the first warn forecast now. Meteorologist Blaze Keller out on the patio. A bit of a chilly day again, Blaze.
It is, yeah. We're kind of entering that point in the year where we're obviously going to be cooling on down. Not to mention, we're kind of entering the cloudiest point of Wisconsin's year as well, where we just have kind of those overcast conditions kind of present throughout the day, and that's also going to contribute to the cooler temperatures. 30s and 40s out there across southern Wisconsin, 39 in Platteville as well as in La Crosse, 40 Monroe, 43 in Janesville, down to just now 41 in Juneau. A lot of us hanging out right around 41 degrees in Dane County, but 39 in Sauk City. Underneath quiet conditions on radar 3000, which is maybe some good news for some folks, but we are expecting a bit of an active week ahead. So we'll talk about that in the full forecast. But over the next 12 hours, we're just anticipating the overcast conditions to stick around. We'll slowly settle into those 30s overnight. The cloud cover acting like a blanket, kind of trapping in some of that heat, despite the fact that we'll get down into those low 30s this evening. evening, right around freezing. Pretty quiet out there for your Friday night. So if you have any plans, again, just make sure that you're grabbing that coat. We're not anticipating any weather to impact you. We are going to talk, though, about a big pattern change that arrives after Thanksgiving, and we'll break down all of that in the full forecast.
Blaze, thank you. Development plans for the site of the 2018 explosion in Sun Prairie have come to an abrupt halt.
The city council was expected to approve final development plans this week, but instead they delayed their vote. Our Maddie Heimsch is here with the details. Maddie?
Susan and Armand, the council delayed that vote in a closed session meeting, so we don't know its exact reasoning. But Mayor Paul Esser said the holdup took him by surprise. The explosion that destroyed several downtown buildings and killed one firefighter has left the corner of Sun Prairie's Main and Bristol streets empty for years. Sitting on the unoccupied lot, a small memorial for the lost firefighter, Captain Cody Barr.
The person gave their life for the community. You would think the community would make an effort to get this developed and back into productive use with a recognition of what occurred at that point in time. And here we are now 6 years later, and we're still struggling with it.
The city council approved plans for a $41 million development back in August, confirming that their intent is to move forward on plans including a hotel, restaurant, and apartment complex. But a $7 million incentives package laying out agreements between the city and project developer JCap Real Estate left the council on pause this week.
Any other negotiations between the city and developer on specific things like the exterior appearance or the interior features of the building, they would be in that development agreement.
That agreement left without a vote on Tuesday. The council will now turn back to the developer for further discussions. The mayor says the proposed 4-story apartment building would help fight the housing shortage Sun Prairie faces alongside most of Dane County. But above all else, Esser says the lot would be a step towards healing for the community.
It would be good if we got it done and recognized the firefighter and just got it back to the way it ought to be.
The city council will meet again next on Tuesday, December 3rd. That'll be the earliest they could vote on the matter, but there's no guarantee that the project will be on that next agenda.
We'll continue to follow it, Maddie. Thank you. Housing prices in Wisconsin, as you know, are high and keep rising.
And that's according to the latest survey from the Wisconsin Realtors Association. Political reporter Will Keneally sat down with an economist for more on what this means for Dane County homeowners. Will?
Well, it's that classic economics problem of supply and demand. Now, there's a lower supply of housing stock in part due to the older generation hanging onto their existing houses instead of downsizing, for example. Now, Professor Dave Clark says that's in part due to low mortgage interest rates that those people want to stay locked into.
It's really affecting the supply side. It certainly affects the demand side as well. Buyers can buy have to buy a smaller home or a less desirable home when they don't qualify for as large a loan as they would when mortgage rates are lower.
New add to this also affects the rental market in places here like Madison. With less housing stock, that means more people opt to rent instead. That makes the rental market more competitive and drives up rental rates. Now you can see more from our interview this Sunday at 10:30 on For the Record.
Will, thank you. And the Wisconsin Capitol holiday tree is now up, but those who would like their ornaments on it still have time to submit them. The 28-foot tree from Rhinelander will be decorated by Capitol Grounds staff with the theme of celebrating Wisconsin's 125-year-long state park history. Students and families who want to send in their ornaments only have until the end of the day to get them in the mail. Ornaments must be non-breakable and follow this year's state parks theme. A tree lighting ceremony will be held on December 5th.
Now to Thanksgiving preparations. Goodman Community Center is giving away thousands of dinner baskets this weekend.
News 3 Now is a proud sponsor. Tanasia Shaw is live at the center now. Tanasia, talking turkey, packing just started?
Yes, I am talking turkey with a turkey on my head. I'm feeling very festive. It's empty behind me right now. That's because volunteers are on the sides getting ready to pack up thousands of orders. And I'm here actually with a volunteer, Abby Scholes. Hi, Abby. So how long have you been volunteering and why here at Goodman Community Center?
I have been here since 2019, and the idea of community and giving back is something that's very dear to my heart. So I just keep coming back because I love the whole idea of taking care of your whole community inside out.
And tell me about the environment. It gets pretty busy here. We were talking before we may air.
Yeah, I mean, it has been insane. The last couple of days, there's been donations being dropped off like crazy, volunteers coming in and out. And then right now, we're going to start getting the baskets assembled, which is an amazing start for our day tomorrow, which then we'll have over 4,000 families coming through in the next 3 days.
And there's still a need to help those families. So what can people bring to help for those Thanksgiving baskets?
Yeah, so you can still make donations online, which is always great if you don't want to leave the house. That's my preference. Also, we're accepting donations here still over the weekend. Big things that we need is stuffing, oil, and cranberries. They're all the great things that go well with a full meal for Thanksgiving.
And a really cool part is throughout the night, I'm seeing people come in with baskets and just hundreds and dozens of things. So I'm pretty sure as a volunteer, that probably makes your heart smile.
It does. Again, there's sometimes so much negativity in the world, and then seeing a community come together for itself and help each other out, it just kind of restores your faith. And the morning when the first cars pull in, you just really feel that joy of everybody's hard work paying off.
Okay, what's your favorite part about volunteering?
The music. I have been putting together a really great playlist over the years, and so it just gets everybody's energy up, and just everybody, like, from all places, we all just start singing, and it's a great time.
All right, so you're truly moving, grooving, and helping the community.
That's right.
It's all you can do during this holiday season. Okay, reported in Madison, Tanasia Shaw, News 3 Now.
You are so right. Great job, Tanasia and Abby, and that's so well said. This community is so generous, and
yes,
it just feels good when you see those baskets going out.
Warms your heart.
It really does. Good job, Tanasia. We got to figure out where to get one of those hats. You look great.
All right, and the mild weekend for us in store. Blaze has a weekend forecast next.
And it's a rematch this weekend between the Packers and NFC rival, the San Francisco 49ers. We'll show you how Lambeau Field is making sure Mother Nature doesn't play a role. And green across the board on this Friday on Wall Street as the work week wraps up. The Dow finished up 426 points. The Nasdaq was up 31. The S&P 500 gained just over 20 points. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now, brought to you by Cardinal Heating and Air Conditioning.
Come on, baby. Don't be like that. We can get through this. I know we've had some hiccups, but I can't afford to lose you. A new furnace just isn't in my budget.
Worried about breaking the bank? Ask us about our monthly payment plans.
Score the lowest prices of the year right now at Brothers Main's Black Friday sale. You won't find lower prices anywhere, and enjoy our free delivery. Shop family-owned Brothers Main's low price guarantee on brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Feel like family. Brothers Main.
You don't need to battle addiction alone. Contact the great people at Wood Violet Recovery today. You could be on your way to recovery the same day. Wood Violet Recovery works with a wide range of insurance networks, so a large portion of your treatment may be covered. Wood Violet Recovery will create the treatment plan that best suits your needs. Unlike other rehab facilities, phones and laptops are welcome. Today may feel dark, but there's a brighter tomorrow. Contact Wood Violet Recovery now.
I've been a motorcyclist for a little over 20 years now. I always wanted to have a motorcycle my whole life, and dashing helps me support that hobby. I love the flexibility of dashing. I love the connections I make. Dashing lets me do what I want, when I want. I'm my own boss now. If dashers can maintain their freedom, flexibility, and independence, and have access to benefits, that would really be the best of both worlds. Portable benefits would help me cover medical costs, dental, vision. That would be fantastic.
It's your last chance. Menards 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day. Upgrade your bathroom with our great selection of Lion showers, bathtubs, and surrounds. This linear bathtub shower is spacious and easy to clean. Right now, just $599.99 after rebate. Our selection of Richmond water heaters are designed to meet your home's water needs. Their innovative, energy-efficient products help you save money. Right now at Menards, get an 11% rebate on all Richmond water heaters.
Save big money at Menards.
The Sun Prairie School District is a center for controversy once again as new details emerge about the resignation of a principal. Allegations of misconduct, harassment, and inappropriate comments have sparked community outrage. What's being said tonight at 6.
A Madison apartment complex plagued by poor conditions and deadly violence.
My son got killed 2 months later.
Find out what happened after an outcry and desperate actions by residents here at the Harmony Apartments. News 3 Now investigates Monday at 6.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Heads up, Madison residents, if you have trash pickup on Thursdays and Fridays, drop sites and pickups will not happen next Thursday or Friday due to the Thanksgiving holiday. Also, next Saturday and Sunday will mark drop-off sites' last weekend hours of the year. For more information about updates to your trash or recycling pickups, head to the City of Madison website, Streets Division tab. We have a link on Channel 3000.
Hyundai is recalling 145,000 vehicles. This recall affects their Ioniq and Genesis models. The issue involves a damaged charging unit that could lead to a loss of drive power. That loss of drive power could increase the risk of a crash. Owners can take their vehicles to the dealership for inspection and replacement of the fuse if necessary.
The Madison area Crime Stoppers are sounding the alarm about porch pirates ahead of Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Crime Stoppers are offering tips to drop the anchor on would-be thieves. Pick it up or lock it up. Use carrier pickup options or a secure locker service to keep deliveries safe. You can request signature confirmation for high-value items. Do that whenever possible. Install doorbell cameras and sign up for real-time delivery notifications. If you have your packages stolen, report it to the police and the delivery company right away and share your security video with authorities.
Wisconsinites are struggling to maintain their life savings. According to new data from Lending Tree, Wisconsin is actually one of the top states in the country with a decline of 32% in average savings. 5 years ago, the typical savings account had about $70,000 in it. Now it's just over $45,000. Madison's average savings count is about $50,000, down 25% from 2019. Illinois saw the largest loss of 44% in 5 years, and Maine had the lowest loss at about 5%. And the Green Bay Packers are hosting the San Francisco 49ers Sunday in a rematch of last year's divisional round game. Lambeau Field uses a complex system of boilers, pumps, and heaters to keep the field clear. Thermostats under the field control the temperature. There's no snow in the forecast for Green Bay on Sunday, but cold temperatures could give the Pack a home field advantage. Kickoff, the Packers and 49ers, is at 3:25 p.m. on Fox.
It's going to be a big game, and it might not be too cold, Blaze. It looks like a mild weekend, but then after Thanksgiving, that's the big chill, right?
Yes, that's kind of that pattern change that that I mentioned earlier in the show. We really haven't had a big cool down, a real blast of maybe Arctic air yet, but that might be arriving as we go beyond Thanksgiving. So that's that pattern change here, and the 3 things you need to know. But we are eyeing some rain and snow on Monday after a quiet and mild weekend. So if you are going to be heading up to Lambeau Field, we are anticipating just mostly cloudy conditions across a lot of the state for not only your Saturday, but Sunday as well. All right, over the next 6 to 10 days, we have an 80 to 90% chance of sitting underneath cooler than average temperatures. And that cooler than average temperature trend looks to be extended even beyond that, 8 to 14 days through the start of December. So what is bringing about these changes? Well, it's kind of 2 things. We have that blocking pattern off to the Pacific Northwest. That's really broken down, and now it's allowing these large high pressure systems pulling down that cooler air to move out of Canada. We'll track that out in just a moment, but watch as our forecast high temperatures compared to normal go from above average by just a few degrees there through the weekend and Monday of next week to below average. We're about 15 degrees forecasting below average high temperatures by not this Sunday and Monday, but that following Sunday and Monday. So after Thanksgiving, and again, this cooler air is brought down by what looks to be a fairly strong high pressure system. So we're looking at temperatures at about midway in the atmosphere. And this is a good indication for us as meteorologists to see what kind of temperature trends are going to be unfolding. Are we seeing warmer temperatures moving in or cooler temperatures moving in? And for folks at home, once you get into this blue, that's where we start to see these cooler temperatures moving on in. So this would be the Monday after Thanksgiving. Watch as a high pressure system begins to pull down and really push a lot of these greens and these yellows well off to our south. This is going to be reinforcing that cooler air, and these whites here, that's actually some very cold air. So this is that pattern change that we've been mentioning. This is that cool down, that very Christmas winter-like air that's going to be settling as we go into the extended forecast and even beyond that. So if you have been very comfortable and enjoying these temperatures, you've got a few more days, and then things start to change as we look towards the end of the extended forecast. Here's a hint: high temperatures are going to be about half of where we're forecasting them for tomorrow. We're going to be hanging out in the 20s for highs by the end of our extended forecast. We're seasonal tomorrow, mostly cloudy conditions, light winds, and with the cold on the way, this is a good time to explain that we're kind of getting away from wind chill warnings or wind chill advisories, because even when you don't have a little bit of wind, you can still have very dangerous cold weather. So the National Weather Service and then through us, we're going to be reiterating what we call extreme cold watch, extreme cold warning, or cold weather advisory, because you can have cold weather with or without the wind chill. So this is going to be new as we go into this winter, but we want to give you guys a heads up, since this is winter weather advisory week, that's kind of replacing those wind chill advisories. We'll go from the 40s and almost near 50 this weekend to the 30s Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's Thanksgiving, when we could see some flurries, and then we're into the low 20s for highs starting that weekend following Thanksgiving. Let's take a look at traffic here quickly as well. Slow down around the Beltline as per usual around this time of the evening, but towards Janesville and north into the Dells, traffic is moving pretty smoothly.
All right, Blaze, thank you. The cost of presents for the holidays can get away from us sometimes. After the break, how to time your shopping right to save this gift-giving season.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
I just this morning made a new hole in my belt, so that was super exciting.
Why are women everywhere choosing Sonobello, the advanced solution for permanent fat removal?
I saw the results immediately.
It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all.
And my abs haven't been this flat since before I had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sonobello's best offer of the year. Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
Check it out, Snatch Waist. Loving, loving, loving the results.
It will change your life. It did for me.
Call 1-888-510-6198 now, or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
This is a cup of coffee. It's to go. Because here, you're on the move. Our team coordinates all your appointments, so you see all the experts you need quicker. Because when you're facing a complex condition, it feels like time is being taken from you. So, we found a way to give it back. Welcome to East Park Medical Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
Think all Medicare plans are the same? Think again. A Medicare Advantage plan from Dean Health Plan gives you the benefits you need with premiums as low as $0 a month. Medical, hospital, and prescription drug coverage comes with $0 copays for primary care doctor visits. And extra benefits can help you save even more. Get preventive and comprehensive dental, $250 for eyewear, and $750 for hearing aids. Plus, you can save on over-the-counter health and wellness items. All this and free fitness memberships at more than 25,000 locations. Call 1-888-296 1-888-296-4080 today to get your free Dean Health Plan Medicare Advantage Guide. That's 1-888-296-4080. Dean Health Plan, right here with you.
Karen's about to retire. Here's what's going into her retirement.
There's us. She raised us on our own.
10 years as my roller derby wife.
Preschool she's opened.
She's a mother.
I think we turned out all right.
She's a friend.
Our mothers could tell stories.
She's a teacher.
She may be retiring, but she's not done.
I'm never gonna stop.
Retirement is the sum of your life's work. Now what? Get income for life and protect your life's work with Prudential.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back and say hello to the holiday shopping season, believe it or not. But finding the best deals online can depend on when you shop.
Christine Lazar explains.
Maurice Rogers is at Target searching out holiday deals for his young son. What are the things you're looking for this holiday season?
So any kind of toy for a 1-year-old and clothes.
He shops for gifts in-store, but plans to make most purchases online. Adobe predicts Americans will spend nearly $241 billion online this holiday season, up 8.4% from a year ago. And retailers are trying to attract customers with deals.
We're expecting big discounts.
Adobe Analytics expert Eric Madison says certain days can be better than others for savings. He says Thanksgiving will offer the deepest discounts for toys, appliances, furniture, and sporting goods. Black Friday shoppers can take advantage of bargains for televisions. There will be lower prices for computers on Saturday, November 30th. And Cyber Monday will have discounts on electronics and apparel.
As long as you align your purchasing with the best day for those deals, then you're going to end up in luck.
If you don't want to wait for the holiday weekend, many retailers like Target, Walmart, and Amazon are already offering Black Friday type deals. Audrey Pardo plans to take full advantage.
I used to work in retail, so I know how that pricing change makes all the difference, especially shopping for the holidays.
And if you buy something now but find it cheaper later, many stores, including Target, offer price matching.
Within 14 days, if they see something cheap at our competitor, we'll price match it.
Adobe says the best online discounts fall between Thanksgiving and Cyber Monday, but retailers will continue offering deals through December. Christine Lazar, CBS News, Los Angeles.
A final check of your firstborn forecast when we come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you all for coming and sharing this time with the family.
Stay strong for Grandpa. We'll see you at the field.
When you leave this earth, don't leave any regrets. Crest Funeral and Cremation Services helped us make sure Grandpa's never forgotten. We are Crest Funeral and Cremation Services because we know your memories matter.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need, because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Sorry, I'm just a bit uncomfortable.
It's okay. What's troubling you?
It's my mattress. It's not comfortable.
It's a good thing you came to Slumberland. As your sleep counselor, I'll help you find the best mattress to solve your sleep issues.
Amazing. I could get used to this.
It's the Black Friday mattress sale at Slumberland. Up to 60% off list. Or save up to $800 on select adjustable mattress sets. Visit Slumberland. Stop stressing and start sleeping.
It shouldn't be this easy to get a dinner this tasty on the table. Our all-new, no antibiotics ever, all-natural pork and chicken meatballs heat up in minutes and are delicious in a variety of dishes or appetizers. They're as easy as heat, sauce, and serve. They're packed with protein and free from gluten, dairy, soy, and wheat. They're so juicy and flavorful because we use only high-quality ingredients and a few simple spices. Jones, making mealtime better since 1889.
I'm SSM Health Family Medicine physician Dr. Danielle Mitchell. As cases of preventable illnesses increase in Wisconsin, here are 3 things to know about vaccines. Vaccines are safe. Decades of research and use prove they're safe for people of all ages. Vaccines are effective. They help you avoid serious symptoms and hospitalization. Vaccines are essential. They protect you, your family, and your community from illnesses like measles, chickenpox, whooping cough, and more.
3 things to know. Part of News 3 Now's 3 Cares Community Impact.
Coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News, new reporting about Donald Trump's second choice for Attorney General, Pam Bondi. What we know about the Trump loyalist and how she could shape the Justice Department. That's tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
And Blaze is here, the final check of the weather.
Yeah,
Almost quiet.
It is going to be quiet through most of the weekend, so get out and enjoy it. You know, you're going to need a jacket, obviously, because it is going to be a little bit on the cooler side in the mornings, but we'll be in the 40s and almost near 50 on Sunday. So if you're going to be heading up to Lambeau, we aren't anticipating any weather to impact the travel there. But then things start to change as we go into your Thanksgiving work week. Maybe some evening snow, a rain snow mix Monday. We quiet down with some flurries and maybe some light sprinkles there on Thanksgiving. And then after that, the pattern change kicks in and we cool on down. Teens for overnight lows starting Friday night, and then daytime highs in the low 20s, and will likely stay cooler than average for the next, I would say, 14 days.
Ouch. Yeah, winter is here.
It is.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you tonight after CBS Evening News.